Hey guys, welcome to my page, DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Saturday! How is everybody? Did anyone sleep in like I did? My body needed it. It has been one heck of a week. So, how is everybody? Happy Saturday! Hope you're doing something fun today. I've been just hanging out with the dogs and getting the August kit ready, and I got it cut out and I got one thing painted. So I'm going to give you a sneak peek of that. Usually I show you the whole thing at once, but I'm going to give you a sneak peek. I think you're going to love it. And then we're going to do, we haven't done the apple cider tiered tray set yet, and a lot of you have purchased it. So we need to do that. How is everybody? I need a drink of water. I probably have coffee. But hope you're having a great day. I'm having a good day. I let myself sleep in a little bit this morning because I needed it. And as I pick up there. And I just been playing with the doggies. So it was so funny. I tried to capture Darcy playing with the other dogs. She was running around with them. As soon as I get out the camera, she stops, of course. So I'm gonna have to be more sneaky. Or she'll just get used to it and she won't stop. She sees me and she stops thinking that she's not supposed to be running. I'm like, no, keep going. But I did a video after that and I captured something really odd. Maybe I can upload it later. When I was videoing in my living room, I could see all these little orbs flying around. It was really crazy. It was like all different directions, like as if the dogs that have passed, all my dogs that have passed, Molly and Molly and Lacey and Bailey and George. I'm like, I have so many dogs. Those all passed a couple years ago. It's as if they were in there playing with all the other dogs. It was so weird. It's just the weirdest thing. I showed my husband. He goes, "Oh, it's just dust particles." I'm like, "No, no, it's not. It's the puppies, and they're playing. They're trying to join in." Anyways, who believes me? Because have you ever had a picture that you were videoing or pictures that you took and then later you looked at it and you could see an orb and you're like, oh, there's one of my loved ones that's watching over me? Yeah, the puppies are playing here with the other puppies. All right, let me switch this over so I can see all the comments. If you're out there watching, just say hello so that I know someone is here. And I'm going to share this to VIP. I'm going to show you, going to give you a little sneak peeky of our August kit. It's going to be fall themed. I was going back and forth on two different ideas, and fall is what stuck with me. I just feel like it's what we need to do because that's basically the next season that we're going into. We have August and then fall is on its way. So I feel like that's what we needed to do. I kind of debated on watermelon. I'm like, I can just do watermelon any time of the year. Fall you can only do in the fall, right? So let me share this over to VIP. Okay, so answer me, guys. Has anybody had orbs in their pictures, and do they believe in them? Some people don't. Some people don't believe it at all. That's okay. I have a friend that all right, where am I? Who am I? It shows I'm live. It's so funny. It has a little red picture around here and says that I'm live. Yay. Okay, I am live. And I'm alive. Both. So let me scroll back. Hi, Lynn. How are you? Hi, Lori. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Karen Russ. Hi, Laura. Hi, Billy. And that's it. Okay, that's okay. They're probably watching the Olympics. I don't know if they're on. I didn't watch the opening ceremony. I did see pictures. I wasn't so thrilled about that. I may watch some. I'm not sure. I really am not a TV person. I usually go back and I'll watch it after it's already over. I don't have to be watching while it happens. I'm not one of those that, oh, I'm gonna miss out. I'm not. I can watch it like the next day and be just fine with it. So anyways, we're doing the apple cider tiered tray set, and we're gonna put it on the little chair, okay, the little bench. So we're gonna put on this. But I want to give you a little sneak peek of our cute little fall kit. This is the basket part, and this is for our fall, our August, our August monthly kit is going to be fall related. So look at this cute little guy. I have a cute little scarecrow in the basket, and you could do it on either side. If you think that you would rather have it on the white side, you can just flip it around. You just lift it up and flip it. So let me do that. I have this tape though, so it's not gonna flip. So let me just show you what it looks like on the white side, and you tell me which side you think it should be on. I kind of really, that's too much white, right? I think that's too much white. I think it really needs to be on the brown side, even though there's a lot of brown in the pumpkins. Maybe don't do your pumpkins with the burnt sienna. Use a different color. What do you guys think? I think it's super cute. So this is just a little sneak peeky. Yeah, he's super cute, isn't he? I had to I combined things to do that. That's not a file that I bought. I had to move things around. That took me forever. It took me about 3 hours. I love it though. Anyways, guys, so that's a sneak peek. Tomorrow we'll be doing some of the kit. It'll be on the website before the end of the day. Whoopsie, that's too far. Before the end of the day, I'll have it up there for sale, and I'll post it so you can see everything. I don't think I took a picture, but I don't think that it's going to. I don't think it uploaded. No, it didn't, because it's not on my computer. It's on my phone. Let me look and see. Let me look and see really quick. Sorry, guys. Just thought I would check. No, it's not there. So I will show you everything later, but you're going to love it. You are going to love it. Lori, your granddaughter was born 4 pounds premature, and she went home the same week. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so there must be another, let's see. Let me go up here. Let me look up. Okay. Sorry, guys. Let me scroll up first. I missed a bunch of comments. You know you do. Yes, Judy. Judy is the one that she has video of lots of orbs. Lots of orbs. Say, hey, Billy, how are you? Hi, Carol. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Darlene. Hey, Cindy, how are you? Happy Saturday, Carol. Karen Ross, do you have a bad headache? Oh, I'm sorry. I started out with a bad one, and I did take Tylenol. It's gone away, luckily. Darlene says, please pray for my nephew and his wife. They had to take their baby at 36 weeks. She only weighs 3 pounds. Oh my goodness. Yes, for sure. We'll pray for them. They're so good with babies like that. I'm certain that things will just be fine. And I just say that because I know so many people that have had babies premature. It's a long road. It's not easy. And you don't want to go and see them when they're in the NICU, but you have to, if you can. And you don't want to see all those wires and tubes and all that. But they know what they're doing. They're so good in the NICU. They're fantastic. And the nurses are just the best in the world. So I know that wherever she's at, she's in really good hands. So we will pray that we will pray that everything goes smoothly, and that her lungs and everything will be just fine. So I'm sorry that happened. That's so hard. It's hard to go through it, but I'm sure it will be just fine. It just takes time, and you want to go home with your baby. You know, you get discharged and your baby is still there, and that's got to be the hardest thing in the world, to walk out of that hospital without it. But you know, you can go back and visit, right? And I don't know what all they do nowadays. I know that it's always so important for the skin on skin. As soon as they're able to do that, they will. They want the baby on the mama's chest, skin to skin. They want that bonding as long as they are able to do that. So I am confident that everything is going to be just fine. So I know that's sad that happened. Gosh, it's hard. We never want that to happen. We always want the babies to be born at just the right time and at the right weight and never have problems. But we do know it's going to happen sometimes. So we will pray. Lots and lots of prayers. So Lori says you have a female volleyball athlete from your little town. Oh, that's awesome, Lori. How cool is that? I love that. And lots of prayers, lots of prayers. Hi, Jean. Thanks, Carol. I like the brown side better too. Yeah, I really do. I like the brown. I think the brown goes with it better because it's fallish, for sure. And I think you'll love everything else. It all is gonna go together and look perfectly together. I didn't do a little garland this time though because we have other garlands. Like we could put the apple one in there. I think it would be just perfect. So brown side, brown side. Yes, and Lori says your granddaughter was born at 4 pounds and she went home the same week. Wow, that's incredible. That is really amazing. Hi Maria, how are you? Thanks for sprinkling. She's doing great and only has a feeding tube. That's amazing. I love to hear that. That is great. Hi Stephanie, how are you? Thanks guys for all the prayers for her. I wanted to show you the little coasters. Casey, we did the coasters. I put that gator hide stuff on it. Let's go down to the table so you can see everything better. The gator hide stuff that I told you about. And I'm going to show you a better look at this. Look how cute he is. He's just adorable. Okay, and now I'm going to take him away. I can't wait to get the whole set done. It's going to be really cute. So, remember the gator hide stuff that I told you about? So it's, Chocolate sells it, and I wanted to try it out. So I put 3 coats, and you do it 2 hours apart. Now, here's the thing that I don't like. I can see my brush strokes. I don't know if there's a way to get around not seeing brush strokes when you brush stuff on. I can see it, but you know what? If I had guests over and they saw these, they're not going to focus on the brush strokes. They're going to go, oh my gosh, that's just amazing. They're going to love it. So now I can use these and put a drink on it, and it's not going to ruin the chalk paste. It is protected. Okay, so 3 coats on that. I put 2 coats on this. By the second coat, it was all glossy, and it was, I knew it wasn't going to be with the water anyways, but that worked out good. So that's the gator hide stuff that Chocolate has. They truly do know what they're doing. Yes, the triplets, Bella, and EJ were all born early, and they're doing wonderful. Yes, for sure. Yep, I know the triplets and yeah. So 14, 10, 10, 10, and 5. So triplets and twins, right? Is that what it is? I'm like, were they twins? Were there twins in there? Okay, let's keep going. Anyways, here is what we're gonna do today. Sorry, I didn't have everything else ready yesterday when we didn't have electricity for a little while. That kind of threw us off. We couldn't run the lasers. They actually redid some of our things in the back room because when they switched the solar over, they did not put the correct amp, whatever it is, circuit thing. It was supposed to be 20 amp and they put 15 amp in there. So we've kind of struggled with the laser since then. I don't think it was getting enough power. So I'm hoping that will help. All right, so here's what we're going to do, guys. This is going to be like little beads. We're going to use these beads. And then what do I do with the jute? Oh, here's a ton of jute that we're going to make the little tassel. So we're going to do that. Yeah, the coasters, yeah, the coating is kind of, there's brush strokes in it. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm going to ask other people that have used it if there's brush strokes. Okay, so these are going to have, this will have one of these on the back, okay, stand, okay, and this will have a stand. Then this will have the little easel, and this will have the easel. Okay, so we're going to make all these things. They're going to go on a little tier tray, but for us, they're going to go on the little bench. Okay, so let's move everything. Let's get everything on a board and kind of sort it out a little bit. Let me just kind of move this over, and then we'll get started. So I hope everybody is doing good. I'm loving that Darcy is starting to play with the other dogs. It's just so wonderful. I love it. Maria, I'm doing good. I slept in and I feel good. And I feel like this is the week that I'm going to get back to normal and not have to sleep as much. I just get exhausted all of a sudden. And you know, like yesterday, I had to lay down for a couple hours. It just happens. I just know one more week, maybe I'll be back to normal. They said 6 weeks, but I don't want it to be 6 weeks. So, okay, let's sort these things. Let's just I kind of just want to keep them close together. Okay, these are the apple seeds. And what's under that? Oh, it's like a hard piece of, it's like a hard piece of paint. I'm just going to rip that off. And then here's the apple. Going to try to keep things by each other. I'll go in closer, or not closer, further away. And I'm going to scooch this up too. So, cider, what does this say? Fresh pressed cider. Yeah. If you're from California here in San Diego, you know the best fresh pressed cider is up in Ramona. You know that. Or not Ramona, not in Ramona. In Jillian. Sorry. In Jillian. Okay. All right. Apple cider bar. Let's put this up here. Oh my goodness. Darlene. Yeah. Okay. So we did get confirmation when the electrician came, and he went up and he got everything redone in the attic so that it should not start on fire again. But anyways, he did confirm that they had not tightened down the wires. So it was the people that installed the HVAC system. Let's see, let me think. Yes, the people that installed the HVAC system, and he came out to check it and said, you need an electrician, but they were the ones that installed it. So they did not tighten down the wires, and so the wires, it wiggled loose from the little screws, and they touched each other. You know how when you touch the wires, the hot, yeah, you touch the wires that aren't supposed to touch and it sparks? That's exactly what happened. And so it caused the small fire in the outlet that was up there. So they have no idea why it went out on its own. That usually doesn't happen. Your house usually burns down. They have no idea. But like my sister said yesterday, maybe it was our mama watching over us. I don't know. It's very possible, and I'm gonna say maybe it was. Maybe it was. Somebody was watching over us for sure. It was Julie. I know. Judy. That's so funny. I know. It's like, it's just one of those days. You never know what's going to come out of my mouth. Oh my goodness. You never know, girlfriend. I tell you, I try to be good. But you never know. All right. Sort my apples, and this is the little garland. So we're just gonna paint. I'm trying to sort it per project, okay, instead of per color, because I want to make sure I get everything back where it goes. I don't want to get confused on what goes with what. Okay, here's all the hearts that go, and here's all the leaves that go with it. So I know a bunch of you have purchased this, so I needed to do it so that I can show you guys how to put it together. And then tomorrow we'll get on with our with the rest of this little thing. So if you're coming in late, this is our sneak peek for our August monthly kit, and I will have it posted later today, and then I will we'll do a project tomorrow. Hi sis, how are you? Deb. Hey Julie. All right, let's get started with this. We have a lot of brown on this. All right, so this is brown, this is brown. I am going to use, I have a couple of browns. So I have milk chocolate that's watered down. I like to use watered down for these. Let me put myself in the corner, guys. Sorry. Darlene, go to the corner, Darlene. There we go. Hello. All right. Let me just try to get this. Okay. So I have this milk chocolate that's watered down. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to use, I think I have more. Okay. But I like to use that on stuff like this. It makes it kind of look like wood. So this background, this one, this, and these guys. Okay. So I'm going to use it on all of those. We'll see how far we get. I have a bunch of brushes here. I'm going to just start brushing. So it's watered down. The color is milk chocolate and it's watered down. So I've thinned it out. All right. So Okay, and I need to do my apples. I'll do those apples, and then this apple goes over it. Kind of got a little bit up. It'll be okay. Okay, this needs to be done. So this is the basket. This is the apple basket. I need to put some on here. I probably should put it in a dish. Really, honestly, I should put it in a little palette dish or something. I'll do that for the next part, maybe. Okay, so let's do all the brown first. So this is milk chocolate and it is watered down. Okay, let's get these guys. I think I got enough. No, I gotta do this still. Of course, I have one more to do. So I do have to get that palette dish out, wherever it is. Here we go. Okay. Because I need to do this too. All right, so go ahead and put a little bit there. And I may have to put a second coat on things. I might. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, this needs to be brown. I'm looking at my little cheat sheet over here of what I need to do. Okay. All right, so this is brown. This is part of the little coffee cup. And then this is brown. Hope you guys are having a good day. What are you guys up to? Who's doing something fun that I need to know about? What are you doing? Who's watching the Olympics? I really don't want to discuss the opening ceremonies. Y'all probably know how I feel about that. I didn't watch it. I only saw what was posted afterwards, and I'm not thrilled. So, but I don't want to get into it here. I really don't. You got your club today, and it wasn't sticky at all, and bled. So did my best to fix it. Oh, Carol, that's odd. It wasn't sticky at all. Hey, Darlene Keegan, how are you? If it's not sticky, then you need to let them know, because we haven't had those issues in the longest time. That's so weird. Not sticky. Gosh. So what that tells me is that it wasn't processed correctly. So yes, we definitely need to address that and make sure that they get you a new one. Okay, black. Let me do black. Yeah, that's so weird. I don't know anybody that's had that issue lately. That's so crazy. I'm sorry that happened. But it does happen. They do have bad batches sometimes. You know, just like anything. You can have a bad batch, or they're not doing quality control. So that was the blueberry one, right? The blueberry one, and it wasn't sticky. That is just the oddest thing. But I remember years ago they had some issues, and I had an order that I had 40 of them. It was the snowman one. It was a snow place like home, and they had to send me new ones. 40 of them. Yeah. So, okay. All right, yeah, make sure that you go on and do chat, or I can send you the link to fill out the replacement form, but it's going to take a little bit of time. I already know that. It's going to take a little bit of time to replace it, but you definitely want to do it right away. Okay, there's the seeds. I'll ask around and see if anybody else had any issues with theirs too. You may have to leave before. Okay. Oh, your new yes, plan your grandchildren week. How fun! Aww. Yeah, definitely see what happened at opening ceremony. It's disappointing. It's disappointing what they did, but you know, everybody has their own opinion about it. I didn't see everything. I just saw the replay. And it's a little disappointing. Okay, I have to do brown on this one too. So let's go back on here. I needed to leave a little bit at the top, and it's going to be white. Okay, let's do some of our words. Debbie says cleaning the brim off of 3D prints. Oh, I don't know what that means. Is that like when you, that has like a little bit, I was trying to think of what, like when you pull it off and you have to sand it, you use the sander to do that. Lisa, watching the Olympics, weeded flower beds today. How fun! I wish I had flower beds to weed. Carol, going to fireworks tonight. Sarah said, Carol just got yours too. Haven't done it yet. Oh, you know what? I'll check my other ones that I got, Carol, because my husband is one of my club members too. So I'll check them and see if there's anything wrong with them. That would be really sad if there was an issue with them. Okay, let's do all the red apples. Okay, so we're going to use the alizarin crimson, so I need to put a couple of coats. So, Darlene, how is Gus Gus? Oops, oh my goodness, that's way too much, guys. That's why I need to put it into the palette dish. You know I do that. Ay, ay, ay. That is too much. All of a what it had like a little lump in there, and so I pressed a little bit harder, and all of a sudden it just splurted out. Oh my goodness. That's terrible. That is terrible. Stay right there. Okay, so we'll put 3 coats. Alizarin crimson takes 3 coats for it to be solid. Otherwise, it's still kind of see-through. Okay, that's too much up there too. Okay, we're gonna have enough on here to do all of those apples. I tell ya, it's, yeah, that's just how I am. Okay, this one too. And then this one. I can't do anything without making a mess, honestly. Honestly, I think it's just, it's in my DNA. I don't know why. I'm just messy. Okay, and the word bar is going to be red also. Let me see what else is red. And the word cider over here is red. The prints have an extra area of filament around them to keep them attached to the print plate. And oh, perfect. I think I kind of understand that. You saw it, thought it was awful, except for Celine Dion singing it at the end. Okay, then maybe I need to watch that part. I didn't see that part. I saw what people had posted on YouTube, and it just, yeah, it made me sad. It made me sad. So I'll go and watch that because that sounds like it would be great. Okay, the little hearts, surprisingly the hearts aren't red because it's going on the apple, so they're going to be yellow. Okay, let me put this here. It sounds like kind of like when you have to deburr things. Like when a machinist has to deburr things because it has like a little burr on the end. That's kind of what it sounds like, Debbie. That's what I'm comparing it to, is when a machinist has to deburr parts because there's like a little tiny thing on it. Okay, the hearts. And what other hearts do I have? Any other? Oh, here's a heart. I'm like, there has to be another heart. It's good to see Celine. Oh, yes. Yeah, definitely. I know she's been through a lot. She has, for sure. Okay, cider is going to be yellow. I know, I haven't seen her perform in forever. So, yeah, I definitely want to. I'll look it up. It's probably on YouTube. It probably is. It's out there somewhere on the internet. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this yellow is, which one did I grab? True Okra. All right, let me put that over there. Try not to get paint on my little guy here. I'm gonna have to move him every time that I go close to that. Okay. We're gonna do green apple. Sour apple. This is sour apple also. So sour apple. So basically a green apple. That's why I say green apple, because yeah, it's like sour apple. Okay, that's probably enough for these also. I did that on purpose. You guys, you're like, sure you did. I know how you are. Okay, so these apples here. Now this is going to go over the top part. This is like goes right over the top. We're going to have to put 2 coats. Sometimes green apple takes more than 2 coats. Okay, and this goes over the top of it. So that apple's in front. All right. And then the leaves are going to be a darker green. So I have Hauser medium green for the leaves. Okay. I can do the whole thing. I'll go back and do the stems on these. Okay, so there's that. All right, let's do the white. There's some areas that are white. The top of the coffee cup, and then this is white, and then underneath here this is white. Okay, so let's do that. I am putting some in here. My white is almost gone. Oh, that's why I used the other white the other day, because my white is almost gone. I need to get more of these. Tara's working on, she's been doing a lot of snowmen for me for my craft show. So I've gone through a lot of white paint lately. A lot of it. Okay, so top of the coffee mugs. Did you hear that? My stomach growled. I actually had my breakfast at noon today. I got up late. I got up at 10 o'clock. I was tired, guys. I was exhausted this morning. It's been one heck of a week. And so I slept in a little bit. I did have to get up at 6 o'clock and take dogs out to potty because Stubby needed to urgently go. Stubby's the only one that's still having tummy problems. So he's still having tummy issues, and he may have to go to the doctor on Monday if he's not better. Sour apple. Okay, let me get sour apple. So he needed to go at 6 o'clock. He needed to go. He didn't make it. He had an accident. I had to clean it up, but I put all the other dogs out. And yeah, I wish I had got up earlier. Poor little guy. He just, he really tries. And then he had to have a bath because he'd had an accident. Yeah, not fun. He's had so many baths this week. He has his issues to begin with because he didn't have his tail, and it's hard for him to go potty to begin with. Yeah. So when he has tummy issues, it makes it even worse. Okay, I'm trying not to fill in any of the letters. I want my letters to be there on their own. And this, I'm going to just kind of give it a wash in a way. I probably won't go back over it. Just going to try to fill this in. Okay. All right. So now my dark green, my medium Hauser green for all the little leaves. Okay. And then we'll go back and we'll put our second coats on everything. I think this one's really cute. So what I've been doing at the craft show, I just set this up with one of the little chairs for sale and sell the whole thing. I used to sell little pieces and then I'd be stuck with some things. And now I'm like, no, if you want to buy it, you have to get the whole set. Is that wrong of me? I think it's kind of smart. Why would you just want one or two little things? I mean, you should buy it all, right? Because I have people say, like with some of the other projects, I just want this part. I just want that part. When I do the tiered tray, I want to sell the whole thing. I don't want to just sell like one little sign. I want to sell it all. Okay, let's go back and let's do our second coats. Alizarin Crimson definitely needs a second coat on everything. Oops, I just got red on that. I'm going to. Okay. For sure. This week went by so stinking fast, guys. I think it was because I was, for the first part of the week, I was having to keep Darcy separate from the other dogs, and now she's doing great, and she got over her little sickness. Nobody else got it. We caught it in time. I kept them apart for 8 days. It was hard, 8 days, keeping dogs separate in the same household. And at least I could do that. I could have her back in my shop and in my bedroom. And then I'd have to wash my hands every time that I went from one area to the other. I'd either use the hand sanitizer or go wash it with dish soap. And then our backyard is separated into 2 areas. So it was a struggle, guys. It was a struggle. Okay. Yeah, I think it's pretty smart to do that. Yeah, too. Because I don't want to just sell part of it. I want to sell it all. Okay. Yeah, I feel bad for Stubby because he had his issues when he was born. His tail wasn't attached to his body, so he had to have a full amputation. And it affected the nerves that are in there. So when he goes potty, it doesn't always work properly. So a lot of times I have to wipe his butt And when he has tummy issues, it's bad, guys. It's bad. So, anyways, that's what's going on with him. Poor little guy. Okay, all of our sour apple, getting that all done. And let's do our dark green, which is our Hauser medium green. I just will be glad when he's done. If he's still having his issues on Monday, he's gonna have to go in because it shouldn't last that long. And I bought the doggy medicine for his tummy, and I have to have my husband hold him because he's like, no, I don't want to take it. Okay, white. Let's do our white, our second coat on white. I have to fix this where I messed up. We're almost there. We're almost to the point where we're going to be doing our inking, and we'll do any other little details if we are there details that we need to do. I don't think so. I think there aren't any details. I think we just have to do our inking after this, and then do the little tassel on the beads. What else? Oh, we do have to do polka dots. Okay, so there's polka dots on the cups. Let me take a closer look and see what the polka dots look like. They're white. Okay, so we do have some polka dots that I need to do. Okay, so let me do that. Let me dry all this because I'm going to touch it. Can you have the link for these? Yes, I thought you purchased this already. I thought you did. But yes, so let me give you the link for this. This is the apple cider. Oh no, you got the fall one. You just got the fall one. Okay. This is the apple cider kit. Let me get that for you. Thank you for asking. I know sometimes I forget. Sometimes you just have to ask me because I forget these things. Let me see here. I'll get this link. I think this is so cute. It'll be fun. I love putting stuff like this at my craft show. I love having just a variety, like all the fall stuff. Okay, there's that link. There we go. All right, perfect. Let's dry this, and then I do need to put another coat of the alizarin crimson for sure, and then we'll do some polka dots. But let's dry. And then I do have to do the stems on the apples, so I'll use a stylus to do the stems on the apples. So this'll go with all our fall stuff too. You can have a cute little fall section with this, and then the scarecrow and all the things that are coming up next. Okay, so let me do polka dots, and then I'll do a second coat on alizarin crimson, or third coat, and then we'll dry. I know. I think it was the fall one for sure. But I can look and see. Okay, there's the white. Okay, let me get a stylus. Well, you're so close that if you ever order the same thing twice and you didn't mean to, you can come and exchange it because you're right here. Other people would have to mail it back. Okay, this is the apple that goes on here. So I'm going to put polka dots around this, and there's no sense in putting them in the center. So I'm going to try to be smart and just do it this way. So I think it's smart. I don't know. All right. It's so funny. Darcy is so protective of her bone. I think like I said before, I really feel like she was in a home where she was just there because they bred her. Her sole purpose was producing puppies for them. But it's funny, she's so lovable. That's the thing that surprises me, is that she's so lovable too. So I don't know, but she's had many litters of puppies. It could be a family dog that they just let have lots of litters of puppies. It could be that. But anyways, she's hilarious with her bone. She does not want to share at all. Not at all. Okay, this one I'm just gonna kind of guess where they're supposed to be. I'm not gonna put the apple on there. It's gonna be too difficult with that. So And there's actually a band, so I might be putting some on here that I definitely don't need to put on here, but I'm just going to do a pattern. Yeah, she's funny. I tried to get her bone away. She holds onto it so tightly. There is no getting the bone away. That bone is safely in her mouth, and I was just trying to tug on it to see what she would do, and oh my gosh, there's no way to get it away from her. She's so funny. The dogs it's been kind of interesting because my husband was having a hard time sleeping because they were getting him up during the night to go out and go potty, and for me, um, I would rather just have them out there with me. So I have been sleeping in the human dog bed in the living room with them, and so all of them, I've had 6 dogs laying on top of me for the last couple of nights. Maybe that's why I needed extra sleep tonight. You don't care if you just have 2 today. Oh yeah. But you could always exchange it if you needed to. That's funny. Okay, I need to get brown for the stems on these, and I don't want the watered down one. So let me see what I have over here. I want one that's not watered down. And that's not the right brown. Let me find another one. That one's watered down. We used to use the watered down one all the time. Oh, here we go. Here's burnt umber. We'll use this. So burnt umber, we'll use that for the stems. Okay, so I'm just going to use my stylus to do all of the little stems for the apples. Oh, I was going to do another coat. You know what? I think my apples look fine. I was going to do another coat of the alizarin crimson, but they're actually looking pretty good. So I'm going to do all the stems. I'm just using the stylus to paint. Just dip, dot, basically dip, dot, spread. Dip and spread. So doing all my stems. Get those all done. You can use a little tiny brush. I just find that why have to wash another brush when you can just use that stylus to get it spread on there, and then we'll dry all of that, and then we can ink the edges. Okay, I have this one up here. I'm making sure I don't put my hand on those polka dots because you know how I am. You know it's very possible that I might do that because I forget sometimes. I laid my arm down when I was painting the little scarecrow. I laid my arm down onto something, and I had like this big black mark or brown mark, whatever color it was, on my elbow. Okay, all right. Now I have these little ones down here, and then we'll dry everything, and we'll ink our edges. This is going to be super cute, guys. I'm going to love it. You will too. All right. Almost there. You know, they have apple days in some cities. This would be fun for that. There's a lot of times. Is it in the fall? I think it's in the fall when apples are harvested and they have apple days. Okay, let's dry everything that we need to dry. We have polka dots and we have stems. So I just want to go back and forth, back and forth. I don't want to have it bubble up, so I'm trying not to do the same area too long. So one of my friends had posted that her daughter's friend's sister, her daughter's friend's sister was one of the heavyweight lifters. So I don't know if that's what it's called, whatever it's called. She was lifting in the Olympics, so that's pretty exciting. I know there's a lot of that going on. People know people. So my favorite part was always watching the gymnastics as a child. Who else? I mean, we all want to be Mary Lou Retton or Nadia Comaneci? I know that me and my friends would practice our gymnastics and pretend that we were good like that. We weren't. I couldn't even do a back handspring. I could do front handsprings forever. I could do cartwheels and round-offs, but I never could do a back handspring. It never happened for me. I don't know why. I think I just didn't trust the process. And I love the bars. The bars were always so fun. Okay, I think I got it. I'm just gonna push these down. They kind of bubbled up a bunch, the little stems, and I don't care. They have a little fingerprint in them. There we go. Okay, so let's take everything off and let's ink it, or should we ink it as we take it off? We could do either. Here's my ink pad. What is on there? You never know. You never know. It's probably glue. We could just ink this as we go. We could do that. Okay, so need to do around the corners of this. You don't have to do the inside unless you really want to. I'm not going to do the inside. I'm just going to do the outside part. And then I'm going to do these letters while they're sitting right here. I'm just going to kind of go around them a little bit. I've done that before on some things. Like on small things, sometimes I'll just ink them on the thing, like these little hearts. I'll just kind of tap them a little bit. And the leaves, let's just do the little stuff like that. And you just kind of tap a little bit. And these words up here, I have this apple cider at the top. I'm just going to kind of do a little bit on them. That one letter flipped over. I'll have to put that back. Okay. So I'm just kind of tapping a little bit of that on there. How about on here? Things that way I don't have to do everything. Okay. Okay. So cider. We're going to do cider. We'll just put everything where it goes. Okay. There's cider. Okay. There's one. Okay. And then this one. So I am going to do the edges, and it will kind of have a look on it with the brown on the black. I don't want it to be white. That's why I'm doing it like that. Okay, and then this. All right, guys. I'm excited to finally get this one done. I've actually had it here in the craft room as a backup for sometime when I didn't have a project, but I knew that it was going to be long. So I knew that I wanted to wait and do it when I had more time, which is today. I have more time on the weekends. Okay, that goes like that. And then these guys go right in here. One, I might not have it on the right side. There is a right and a wrong side. Don't force it. Okay, let's do these guys. We'll just keep going. I got the hiccups now. You guys. And see how I just kind of turn it? I just go down and I'm turning it with my other hand so that it just kind of gets all the edges. All the edges. There we go. All right, hubby's out there watching TV. He's been tired. It's been hard for him. The dogs had kept him up a couple of nights last week during the week, and I was like, you know what, you just let them sleep out here with me in the living room. We'll just have a little slumber party with all the dogs, because he usually has Stubby and Marley, but Stubby kept having accidents in his room, and then he'd be washing his sheets and stuff during the night. I'm like, that is not doing that. Okay, I already did all these little hearts except for this one got missed, so I'm gonna do a little bit on this one. Look at how cute this is going to be. I'm so excited. Okay, that's going to go like that. And then we're going to make this into the beads. We're going to do farmhouse beads with this. Do all of that. Okay. Alrighty. We're getting there. A little apple. You guys, I'm excited. We have a Disneyland trip planned with my stepdaughter's family is coming from Oregon. It's in October. I'm excited though. October is going to be here before you know it. So she has 4 kiddos. 2 are younger, 2 are older. And I haven't seen them for a while. My husband has flown up there to see them. So I'm excited for that. I love Disneyland. I have not been recently. It's time. It is time. But I'll wait until I can go with them. and I think we're only going one day. I think my husband really cannot deal with Disneyland more than one day. I could go for like 3 or 4 days. I would love that, but yeah, we're just going for one day, and then we're also doing SeaWorld. They're going to come down here to our house for a couple of days, and we'll do SeaWorld and probably the zoo, and then oh, guess what? Chicken butt. I did not go low enough with my green. Okay, so I need to fix that. So see, I did not go low enough with the green. Let me stop what I'm doing right there, and let's fix that. So I need my green. And let me just get a little bit in here. I'm just going to put it in the one that's the dark green. Darn. Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited. We haven't been to Disneyland for a while. So I usually go with my sister, Doris. But we haven't been. We need to. You know, ever since we have to start making reservations, we can't just do like last minute, hey, I'll meet you at Disneyland. Yeah, you have to really plan it. Okay, let me dry that, and then I will have to put a second coat. Yeah, I just didn't go low enough. I wondered about that when I was doing it. How low should I go? But I need to put 2 coats. I might even have to put 3 coats because it's over the brown. Okay, so we'll see how it looks. And it really, you just have to go just a little bit lower than you think. And then kind of blend that in. I used to go a lot with my son and Taylor. They used to always say, hey, come with me. And I would help them with the kiddos. But now that they moved, we don't do that. Okay, then I have to re-ink that edge. Okay, now I think I got it right. Oopsie. Sometimes that happens. It's not a big deal. Stop what you're doing. Fix it. It's gonna happen. Right? Okay. So let me just keep going. That goes right there. And then this apple goes right in here. Okay. And then we're gonna have our leaves. Okay. Oops. The bigger leaf goes on the red apple. And then you have a left and a right. Okay. And then more of your little basket pieces to go on here. Okay, so that's going to go right there. And then this, and then we have one more. We have the apple cider sign. You can't see it. It's at the top. I'll pull up all the pieces, and we can just ink all of them. Let me just bring it down here for now, and then I'll move the board. I just want to get everything down. There's lots of words, lots of letters. Sorry, there's lots of letters, and then we can ink everything. I did ink the letters already. Let me just make sure I got everything. Okay, so APPLE. There's a lot. Apple cider bar. That sounds good, like a coffee bar, apple cider bar. I'll take that. I actually like apple cider. Anyone else? Anyone else like apple cider? I can't drink too much of it though. So apple juice, for some reason, it has so much acid, it gives me a tummy ache a little. It's so sweet. Oops. All right, well, I got everything off. Like, that's what I meant to do. Let's move this. I planned that. I meant to do that. Not. Let's try that again. Okay, so we're going to ink the edges on this. 1994 free. Okay, you haven't been since 1994. Oh my goodness. Deb, you haven't been to Disneyland since you took your boys in 1999. Oh wow, that's a long time. Laura, you said you're planning Disney World for the spring. That sounds like fun. I had never been to Disney World. Sorry, gonna sneeze. Oh, I went away. My husband and I went there on our first trip that we did after the kids were out of the house. Once the kids were out of the house, we actually got to go on a trip by ourselves because we don't have, my parents aren't around here, so they lived in Idaho, and we couldn't just say, hey, we're gonna go away for the weekend, can you watch the kids? We didn't do that. So finally, when the kids were out of the house, Disney World was our first trip that we took, and I loved it. And then my sister got to go with me when I earned the trip through Chocatour. When I got to take my sister, and that was a lot of fun. I really liked that. Okay, so there's the apple, and there's the little heart, and there's the little leaf. And then, you know what, let's just leave these here. We'll glue those on as we go because there's so many. Let's just get it in order though. APP, LE, apple, cider, bar. Cute. Oh, where's my R? Did I leave it on the thing? I don't see my R. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I'm like, what happened to it? Okay, so we'll start gluing everything together. You're taking the kids and granddaughter. How fun is that? Yeah. Oh, you're making applesauce in the crock pot right now. Oh, that's cool. Yum, that sounds really good. I have never made applesauce. I think I've done apple pie filling back when I used to can stuff, but have not done apple sauce. Surprisingly, I haven't. Okay, let me pull this out of here. We'll start gluing together, and we probably should glue together the things that we have to string together. We probably actually should do that first. We're gonna put beads on here, and this we're gonna do with garland. So maybe we should glue those together first. This is the one I used the other day. I'm just gonna cut the end off of this. Yeah, is this time for a Disney trip for me? Just saying. It's time. But I really don't, you know, oh gosh, come on. Okay, I'm going to use my stylus to open up the end. It is not coming out. There we go. Okay. Okay. Let's glue this together first. I bet your house smells amazing, Judy. I need to make something like that because tell you, my house smells like doggies right now. But this morning it was awful. It doesn't really. This morning it did because Stubby was having tummy issues, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. But yeah, I need to, maybe I just boil something with cinnamon on the stove. That always makes your house smell good. I used to do that when we had our house up for sale. I would either bake cookies, or I would boil some of the little things that have the cinnamon smell in them. Yeah, I love that. But it smells so yummy. Okay, let me get the little sponge to do this. I can't do potpourri, but there were these little things that I used to could boil that had cinnamon on them. I don't know what they were. Anyways, I haven't seen them in years. Oops. Get back here. Even just cinnamon sticks in water would probably be good. All right. I'm looking at this. Oh yeah, they're all on that same side. Okay, and you could put white highlights if you want to do white highlights on everything. You totally could do that. I probably won't. I don't think I need to. I think it's gonna be cute just the way it is. So I'm gonna get these glued together because we're gonna string this together and make a garland. This is gonna hang on the little chair. So this is a chair tray set, but I've been putting it on the chairs. I should get out some of my tier tray sets. I have a bunch from Chocatour still. Okay, there's that. Okay, let's glue this together because this is one of the things that we're going to make our beads. And so it needs to be completely set before we start handling it. So cute. I love it. Love, love, love it. All right. I didn't find my makeup sponges yet. I went out to the shed thinking I could find them, that I'd just see them, and I can't move around boxes because it's too heavy. There's a bunch of stuff like in the entryway and it's way too heavy. And I am not going to do that yet. So I might just end up ordering some because guess what? If you can't find it, then you need to order it, right? That's why I end up with so many of something. Like I have all those globes, you know, the little snow globe things that we do. I have so many because my girls, when they cleaned one year, they hid them somewhere. Then we found them all. Okay, there's that. All right, let's keep going. There's little tiny apple seeds. This is turning out so cute. I love that part of it's green apple. I love that. Very easy to make. You make all the time. So many apples from your apple. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know you had an apple tree. That is really cool, Judy. Do you have red apples or green apples? What kind of apples do you have? When we were kids, we had apple trees. They didn't produce very much. But we had cherries, and we had pear, and we had peaches and apricot. And we had tons of vegetables. We did a lot of canning and freezer jam, all that kind of stuff. If you can't find something, you got to order it. I know, exactly. And then you find it right after that. Exactly. I am the same way. Oh my goodness. Isn't that just the truth? It just can be frustrating. Okay, this is going to be so adorable. I am excited to get this all done and put it on the little bench. The benches are like one of my favorite things. I can't, it's hard to make a whole bunch because you have to store them. I think as it gets closer to my craft show, I'll be making more and kind of see if they sell. I'm not sure because, people have to purchase that also. So the bench and the other part, but I could show it with a tiered tray. And then if they have a tiered tray at their house, then they could definitely just put it on that. So super cute, guys. Make sure I spell it right. It has scoring, so I know I'm going to spell it right. I know I am. Okay, there's that. We're almost there. We're almost there. Just got 2 more things to glue together. Okay, so let me just slide these down to make it easier. All right. At least they're color-coded, basically. Basically color-coded. Let's just get all our letters on. Yeah, can you believe last weekend I was up at the cabin and it was so much fun. I wish I didn't have to do the drive to get there. I wish it was closer. And I wish I could stay longer. It's difficult with my responsibilities to stay longer than 3 days. I got there Saturday morning and had to leave on Monday morning. So really it was not 3 full days, but I wish it was closer and I could do it more often. Oh, it jumped. You guys, you didn't tell me. Let me fix that. Put it back. Silly L. Okay. They may not be like perfect. I don't care. Guys, it's a sign. It will be fine. Okay, cider. Neighbors, here go. Oh, I'll talk to you later. Oops, and it did it again. It's sticking to my fingers. What's happening? Is it sticking to my fingers as I lift my? Yeah. Well, have fun, Judy. It sounds like you guys are gonna have a great time. Try it again. Why am I'm struggling? Hang on. Hold, please. Okay, let me get the glue off. Okay. I think it's because I have glue on my fingers, and so the piece is sticking to my fingers. So let me clean my fingers. And let's take a deep breath. Okay. And here we go. All right. Stay. I command you. In the name of apple cider, I command you to stay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was sticking to my fingers because I had some glue on the side. And so I was lifting it up and it was coming back up. I was like, I don't want to stay there. I want to hang out with you on your finger. Oh my goodness. Oh, come on. Hello. Yeah, when I'm doing this, a little bit of the glue gets on my finger and it just wants to take it with it. All right, we're almost there with the small stuff. And don't sweat the small stuff because, guys, it's all small stuff. Today it's all small stuff, right? It is literally all small stuff. Don't sweat it. It will be fine. Okay. There's that. It's a little crooked. It's okay. I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. Okay, and then we're going to glue this together. This little tiny coffee cup's going to go on there. Hi, Kimberly. How are you? You can go back and watch the replay. That's a great thing about it. It's always there. And I'll show y'all the sneak peek for the August kit too. I'll show you again because some of you weren't on here. And it's super cute. It's fall related. The piece that I have done, I don't have all of it done or I would have done it today. But I did the little scarecrow, and I'm in love with it so far. I did the scarecrow that goes in the basket. So that was the hardest part, the basket part, because I did design it. Basically took a design and I redid the whole thing. So it took me 3 or 4 hours to do just that part. It was a labor of love for you guys. Okay, there's apple cider bar. That stay right there. Don't move. Don't you move. Okay, and then our apples here. And then we do have to put the little things on the back. Some of them have the little kickstand thing that goes on the back. You know what I mean? The little stand. So some of them have the stand that goes on the back. So we'll have to do that. Let's get our leaves on there. I hear somebody outside. Oh, hubby's probably going out. We've been working on getting all the laundry done. It's a continual process. Having to wash a ton of things because Stubby has his little issues. All his blankets in his doggy bed. I've washed them a dozen times this week, I swear. I swear. It's kind of like when you have a family that has a flu bug and you're continually washing everything. That's what I feel like. I feel like my family has the flu, but it's my dog family that has the flu bug. I hear a dog right outside there. Who is it? Which one is it? It's probably Darcy. Because many times I open the door and she's just sitting right there. She's my little shadow. She's so funny. Okay, we're almost there. And then I'll look at comments. Sorry, I'm just kind of focusing on trying to get these in the right place. This little basket is super cute. And then we just have to put the things on the back. I'll show you which ones get the little stand on the back and which ones use the easel. Okay. So this is the little stand thing that goes on the back. That one has that. This apple cider bar has the easel. Okay. Those just slide together. And then this apple over here has the easel. Okay. I want to make sure these are all down before I flip it over. So you're just going to flip this over, and then this piece, see the slotted piece, it's going to go on here, and then this goes down. So it goes down into that. So you're just going to put some glue on there, and then put some glue right down the center part of that. We'll just spread that. Okay, press that down in there. And then that's going to be your stand, so it stands up. Okay, this one's a little bit wobbly because it is round on the bottom. It's okay. It's okay. Let it wobble. We're going to set that up there so that can dry. This one is going to go right like this. And then we'll put together the little garland, and we'll put together the the beads. Okay, so there's not a ton of beads. There's just a few. In fact, I didn't even include the beads in the kit. I don't know if Tara's been including beads in the kit. I don't. I'll have to go back and ask her. But I didn't put it on the picture. So, yeah, I didn't have the extra jute for the tassel or any of that. I'll have to find out if she's done that or not. But okay, so that's just going to stand like that. Okay, we'll set that up there to dry. I don't need the glue at the moment, but I do need to plug in my hot glue gun. I will need my hot glue gun. So let me do that. And plug that in. I will need that. And we're going to do, let's do our little garland first while this hot glue gun heats up for the other part. Okay, so here's what we have to do. We get our jute. Okay, so the long piece of jute, this one is for the beads. This is for the garland, and it's way long. It's way longer than you would need. Way longer. So let's cut it in half. Let's move this up. Move all this out of the way. Okay, so the garland, you're going to just thread it together, and then we'll figure out how long it needs to be. If you have beads and you want to put beads in between, you definitely can do that. Make your loop and do your little end. So I just do, it's like a little slip knot in a way, but it needs to fit over this. So if you're going to put it on, here, it just needs to be able to fit over the end part there, and it does. Okay, so, and then I'm just going to trim down that other end a little bit. I'm going to make sure it's tight. Okay, and then we're going to thread this together. So I'm going to take that back off. We'll bring this back up when we are doing our spacing. Okay, so you're just going to go down and then up and just pull that closer to the end. So like I said, we're not going to know how far in between we need these to be, how the space, until we put it onto the little chair. So, and you know what? Something, guys, this, if you have a problem with this not going through, just put some glue on the end and make it into like a shoelace end, or put some tape on the end. I'm just going to twist it. It's easy for me to just twist and press it through the hole, and then, yeah. Yes, Darlene, it's easy to do that. Okay, and then back up. If you kind of twist it, it'll go. It will go, I promise. And then I'm kind of just guessing on my spacing, and then I'll lay it onto the chair, and we'll get our exact spacing. Isn't this cute? This is so darn cute. I love it. And I've got a tickle. Must be the fibers from this getting in the air. Okay. And then we'll bring it up, and then we'll bring up the little chair so we can figure out how it goes on there. Right. Perfect. Okay, so just like that. So now let me bring this up, and let's see how long do we need it to be. So this is the little bench chair thingy, whatever you want to call it. It's going to hang at the back. It's going to hang right on here. And you don't want it to be too low. I actually might have it pretty close. You want it to kind of hang just barely. Okay, so I'm going to tighten that up just a little bit. And then I need to do my loop right here. So when this hangs, it'll be hanging about like that. You can go a little bit closer if you want. So however close you want it to go. Does that make sense? Okay, all right. Okay, and then I'm going to do my little loop here. And then we might have to adjust it again just a little bit. So it's like a little slip knot, you know, like when you tie a slip knot, that's what it is. And then that just goes around there. Okay, so, and then just trim this off. Don't trim it too close. Okay, and then that's just going to hang right there. Okay, does that make sense? I hope so. Okay, so that's done. We can move that out of the way. And now let's do our beads. Okay, so these are the beads that's going to go onto it. And this is our little thing that we have here. we're going to do a, we're gonna, I made a mess. Let me find the end. Ooh, there's a couple of ends. Okay, so we need to do the tassel part first, okay? And then I also have this part that's going to wrap around it, and then I need another part that's going to go on the beads. Okay, so here's how we do it. You can, we do have the tassel maker, but guess what? My hand works too. So I'm just going to wrap it around my hand. You don't want it to be too long for this one. This is a small set, and I might have way too much. I'm just wrapping it around my hand. Okay, and so then see what it looks like. It looks like that. It has a center. You are going to tie, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take one of these guys, doesn't matter which one, you're going to tie this, because this is what the beads are going to go on to. You're going to tie this and leave it long enough that you can take that other end down to put into that. So this one end is going to be long enough to go down there. Okay, so then you're going to take this like this. See how you're just going to kind of bend that like that? And this is going to be your tassel. You're going to cut that end, but we're going to wrap it first. Okay, so we're going to wrap this with this one. This one's going to wrap around it. Okay, so you're going to start, just hold it with your hand, and then you're just going to wrap. There's other ways to do this. This is the easy way for me. Okay, so you can do it where it's all attached and you slip it through. That's a different way, but I just find it's easy to do this, and then I'm going to hot glue that. So that's why I plugged in my hot glue gun, is because I'm going to hot glue that right there, and then I'm going to cut all this. I can use prayers. You've had a few bad days, doctor saying you have RA, but you still need to rule out MS. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, we will pray for you for sure. When will you know? Are you having more testing done soon? I am going to put a little bit of glue right there. Okay, so just a tiny bit to hold that. Do they have to do more tests, or you're waiting for tests to come back? I don't even know what they do. Is it like a autoimmune test? Is that what they do with it? I'm not sure. I'm really not familiar with all of that. Okay, and then you're going to just cut this at the bottom. So here's your tassel. This is your homemade tassel. Chocolate Tour does have a tassel maker. If you have one, use it. I just use my hand. Okay, so there's your tassel. It may not be the prettiest one, but hey, it's going to work, right? Okay, then you're going to put beads on, and then you're going to put this at the end. So so I have, how many beads do I have here? It's a short one. So this is a really short one. So I have 5 black and 4 green. So I'm just threading this through. Yeah, it's very short. If you want to, I didn't even include the beads in there, but I can if I need to. I probably should. But I didn't have them on the picture, so my guess is that Tara probably didn't do it yet. You're waiting for the neurologist at Stanford. You have autoimmune disease without MS. Okay, and then you need to have a spinal tap. That makes sense. Well, that sounds like a good plan. It sounds like you know which direction. It just takes time. That's got to be the frustrating part, is not knowing and it taking so much time. That has to be just so difficult. Okay, like I said, this is a super, super short one, just because it's going with a small set. Okay, so a lot of times the beads are like twice this long, but I decided to just do small. So this is going to go through here, and then you need to thread that back through there. I am not sure if we can. I probably need to put some tape on the end of it. So let me do that. Let me just grab a piece of tape and make like a shoelace end on it. Okay, so that it'll be easy to thread that through. I'm just going to roll this this little piece of my tape around the end, and it's going to make it like a shoelace type. And you know, like when end of your shoelace has a hard end. Yeah, hopefully this is going to help us thread that through there. We'll see. We'll see. We want to tie this. Okay, so we have it right here. We want to tie it, but we don't want it too tight. We want those beads to be able to move. Okay, so you don't want it so tight that they're just straight. Okay, you want your beads to be able to move, but not have too much flop in between. Does that make sense? Just enough. Okay, just enough. All right. So tie a knot first, and then we're going to try to thread this back through the bead. Okay. All right, just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to thread it back through a couple of beads if I can. Okay, there's one. I would like to thread it through 2 beads if possible. There's 2. Okay, perfect. And then I can cut it. I should have made the shoelace in, but okay, so, and then I'll just cut that. Okay, so right there, make sure you only cut that piece. So we have that. Okay, all of our stuff is ready. We're going to put it onto the little chair, and then we're going to turn it around. Time is ridiculous. You've been off work for 6 months. Oh gosh, that is really difficult. That is hard. I'm sorry. That is way too long. Way too long. Okay, here's our little chair. Let me put you up to me, and we'll do this way. Okay, let me just go. Oops. Come on. Okay, so we have the chair. We have this that we hung, and then we're gonna put our little apple thing up here. So our little apple basket. We're gonna put this in here. This is our cute little apple sign. We're going to hang our beads. We can do our beads. We can stand that like that. Maybe they'll stay. Maybe. Maybe. Here we go. Okay. And then I'm looking at my cheat sheet over here. This can go here on this side. And then this can go in the center. Like that. Isn't that cute? That is so stinking cute, guys. I think it's perfect like that. If you want to put this in the center, that might actually work out better. I'm not sure how to get that to stay like that though. To hang like that. You would have to put tape or something. Anyways. Or you can just have this down in the front. Like if you're gonna have it down there, have it down in the front. Maybe that's better. What do you think? Tell me what you think. I think it's kind of cute hanging like it was over here. And then this just kind of hangs like that. That's kind of cute like that. All right, and let me just scooch things. I'm like, I want to put this closer and turn this a little bit. I think it's super cute. What do you think, guys? I love it. Yay. And it didn't take too long. Almost an hour and a half. But I talk a lot. So you could do it faster because you wouldn't be talking like me. Right. Okay, I'm going to go. So tomorrow, okay, oh, I was going to show you again because some people didn't get to see. So some people did not get to see the sneak peek. I have the sneak peek for next month's kit, and this is it. So this is the sneak peek for next month's kit, which is going to be here tomorrow. I just didn't get everything painted. So it's going to be scarecrow, pumpkins, fall. So it's going to be fall. So this little thing comes out. This is the little insert. Isn't he so cute? I think he's super cute. Has a little crow. It has some pumpkins. That's your little basket insert. So that's coming up tomorrow. We will be doing our August kit. So, all right, guys, have a wonderful evening. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope you have a good night. Be safe.